Hiya loves, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And of course, happy Eurovision Day. I'm up in space, man! Wow. Sending all the luck to the wonderful Sam Ryder that is representing the UK in this year's competition. That being said, and Eurovision aside, we are here for one thing and one thing only, which is of course my next theatre review, and it's a very, very exciting one. So before you ask, yes, I did go to see Electric Rosary again. Of course, that was my review last week, and it was written by Tim Foley, a Manchester-based writer. He won the Bruntwood Prize in 2017 with Electric Rosary, and I was just completely enamoured with the play. So of course I went back again, completely loved it again. The calibre of performances was immense, and I send nothing but luck to the whole cast for their final performance of the show this evening. Yeah, for anyone that's going to watch tonight, I'm sure they're going to have an absolute blast. Now, interestingly, I did a little bit of research and found out that Tim Foley writes Doctor Who and Torchwood audio plays for Big Finish Productions. Ooh! Which leads me rather beautifully onto this theatre review for today, because I'm going to be reviewing Doctor Who's Time Fracture, which is currently on in London. Mind blown, the connections. Now, this is a immersive theatrical experience which quite literally plunges you in to the whole world of Doctor Who, and basically you're setting out to save the universe. Now, I won't lie, I was really nervous about going in and sort of delving into this experience, because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know who or what I was going to run into along my journey, but honestly, it was incredible. So for a lot of you that might be watching this, you might know Adam from AMTV, who is my partner. He'd been to Time Fracture before in London, and he'd said to me, the more you put into it, the more you invest in it, the more you'll get from it and enjoy it. So I was like, right, okay, that's good advice actually, so that's what I'll try and do. Nonetheless, I was absolutely quaking in my boots, shall we say, and I ended up completely loving it. I got so involved in this experience, and I just thought it was really well done. Now, of course, what happens at Time Fracture stays at Time Fracture, so I'm not going to be giving out any major spoilers in this video, because I do want as many of you to go and watch this show and be a part of this show as possible, and I don't want to ruin it for you. But that being said, every time you go, you may venture down a slightly different path than you experienced last time. So there's lots of different stories and narratives going on at one time, and obviously depending on which way you go on a certain day, you might experience a different narrative and storyline. So that is really quite well, it's quite complex for the actors and you know, for the people involved, but for you as an audience member, someone who is partaking in this story, and that may go again, that's actually really interesting. Now, you enter this experience instantly being involved in the story. You are a scientist and you could help to save the universe. How cool is that? Like, straight away the stakes are like up here, which is just amazing. Now, I have to say that the actors involved in this show were truly brilliant. I was really impressed by their fearlessness and how energetic they were throughout. When you think of it this way, that you've got lots of different stories happening in very close proximity, and yet these actors were still able to give 110% to the group that they were with. They performed with such energy and commitment that I was so drawn in, and I forgot that there was so much other stuff going on at the same time. I think that is quite a skill in itself. Now, I have to mention, before I go any further, the costumes, the lights, the sound, the overall design of the show was really imaginative and quite spectacular actually. There was so much intricate detail that really didn't go unnoticed, and it kept you involved in the story, really sort of enhanced your experience, which was again really special. I think as well the use of colours, the sort of colour palettes within the costume and the set, and this sort of intergalactic feel about it all was something that is quite unlike any other show in the West End or around the UK at the minute, I would say. I've never been to an immersive show quite like that before, and I think I won't be forgetting it anytime soon as a result. Now, I suppose most importantly, with so many different narratives happening at one time in one show, and such high stakes being involved, i.e. saving the universe, the writing had to be enticing, it had to be lively, energetic and never stagnant, and I honestly think that it was quite spectacular, if I'm honest. In fact, there were actually moments for me as quite a big Doctor Who fan where I found myself getting quite emotional and wrapped up in the overall experience because of the impact it was having. The writing very much involved in that. I think had it not have been written as well as it was, I think I would have been, you know, disinterested after the first 10 minutes, but I left with such a smile on my face and so much energy, and I couldn't stop talking about it. All these things just amalgamating together and making this really just explosive piece of immersive theatre. Amazing. Now, for any Doctor Who fans that might be watching this, you will be blown away by the attention to detail, the endless amount of references in this show, and I really do think that you would enjoy being a part of a Doctor Who story. I mean, I feel like most Doctor Who fans at some point or another have wanted to be in a story or in an episode. Everyone has a favourite. Everyone has one that they would go, oh, I'd really like to be the Doctor in that episode, or I want to be the companion. And I think this is like, oh, it's so cathartic in that sense. You really it's like everything you could want in a Doctor Who immersive show. Yeah, really just I can't stop smiling even now. Oh my god. Safe to say, I will be going to see Time Fracture again, and I wonder who I'll encounter this time, and what monsters I might run into. There are currently some really great offers for this show on the app Todatix. I think the tickets are like £20 at the moment, which is amazing, especially for a West End show. Very affordable, and yeah, I just think you should go. Don't waste any more time. Go and book a ticket. Anyway, that's all from me this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, let me know what you think. And of course, there will be more theatre reviews coming very soon. So do stay tuned for those. But in the meantime, I will see you very soon, and enjoy your revision. Bye!